One of the traits of successful entrepreneurs is appearing fearless or courageous. But what does that mean? Hi, this is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor, and today I'm going to share with you the first of 10 excerpts from my Facebook Lives that I talked about in yesterday's episode, where I talk about traits of successful entrepreneurs and how that applies to people who are hobbypreneurs, or basically making money from what they love, what they geek out about, what they're passionate about. And today I talk about courage. What does that mean? I think there's a lot of misunderstanding around it, but let's see what I had to say about it. Today I want to talk about how they appear fearless / are courageous. So the reason why I say appear fearless / courageous is because entrepreneurs in general are courageous, and a lot of people think they appear like they're fearless. The thing is, they really aren't. They're courageous, and the distinction is that courage requires fear, because courage is facing the fear and doing it anyway. So let me tell you a little story to kind of give you an idea of what this point's about. So several years ago, longer than I want to say, I was in my 20s, and I had this job that was going away, and I was offered a new job, but I had to move to Southern California. I was living in Northern California with my mother at the time, and I had to move to Southern California, and so I just did. I didn't know anybody in Southern California, but it was a good job, and frankly, my options were stay living with my mom and jobless, or go get a really good paying job and live on my own. Well, which would you choose? There was no fear there at all. It was just, that was the choice. I chose what would make my life better, so I did it. And all these people would tell me how courageous I was, but I wasn't really being courageous in that moment. Now fast forward to a few months ago. Actually, it was a year and a half ago. If you've been following me, you'd know I was hit by a car while walking across the street. And so one of the results of that accident was that I was terrified to cross the street. And so I had to push myself to cross the street. Now, on the outside, you look at someone, no one's courageous or fearless by walking across the street. But I was. In that moment, I was being very courageous crossing the street. Still am to some degree. I'm still very nervous around streets, but I'm getting there. So here's the distinction. Just because you appear courageous or fearless doesn't mean you are. And just because you don't appear you are, doesn't mean you aren't. And the reason why successful hobbypreneurs are courageous and appear fearless is because being an entrepreneur, whether it's based on your hobby or not, takes bravery. And being a hobbypreneur especially takes bravery, because you're taking something that you love, that you're passionate about, that you geek out on, and you're putting it out there, and you're really putting yourself out there on the line. And people could just say, I don't want to buy that. And that can be really disappointing, it can be depressing, and yet hobbypreneurs do it anyway. They fear the rejection, but they do it anyway. If you want to become a successful hobbypreneur, you need to cultivate courageousness. You need to understand that you're going to face your fears. And rather than running the other direction, you're going to need to push through and do what you need to do. This is not something that's necessarily innate, although some people find it easier to be courageous than others. But it is something that you can cultivate, and you can grow, and you can nurture in yourself. So if you want to be a hobbypreneur, start cultivating your courageousness. I hope you enjoyed that clip. This is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor, reminding you, don't box yourself in. Spread your wings and fly. You, yes you, are capable of more than you know. And if you liked this video, please comment below. Ask me questions about this video, past videos, or questions you'd like me to answer in future videos. I really do value your input in making the weekday wisdom something that's valuable and that you look forward to watching.